back again? Back in the room, we're working? I think so. Success. Back to our bags, I suppose, then. Ninjago, Dragon's Rising. One of our mystery ones again. $19.92 Batman. There we go. More than 1992 Batman. A few more of these little mystery ones. The NASA rover. A few more of the NASA rovers. Yep, 1992 Batman, some NASA rovers, and then some more of the mystery ones. I am Darren. I was sitting there, I was chuckling. I've just been sitting talking up my setup. It's all great. The camera's great. The 5G's great. I look over, my camera's sitting, its head's down, and I'm like, oh no. Wandered over to my phone, and my signal was interrupted. So if I had a complaint, that would be the complaint, is that it doesn't seem to auto-reconnect. But I'm not entirely sure whether that's the camera's fault or we've been using Restream so that we can go across multiple platforms at once. Because we tried to do it in the house when I was doing one of our live draws. And what was happening was they could only have one feed going from the camera to a platform, so I couldn't have the camera feed going from Facebook, TikTok and YouTube all at once. And if I did, I could do it with some programs like SplitCam or something, but the problem was then the amount of resources that it would eat off the PC trying to have the three platforms running was just astronomical. So with Restream, it means that I can just log into all my platforms, open up my OBS Studio, and then click go. Super easy. And the thing is as well, as long as you're not streaming to a Facebook page, if it's a personal account or like a TikTok or a YouTube, then it's a free service. I think because I wanted to stream mine to my Facebook page rather than my personal account, I think I pay like £14 a month or $14 a month for it. But for the easiness of just being able to go on, click go, and that's it running, works for me. Got loads of these to do. I think there was about 200 of them in the box. One of the Ninjago ones. Ninjago. The AAT. So then we're on the Venom Street Bike. Another AAT. Space Hover Bike, that one's fun. And then we have the McLaren Formula One car, the TIE Interceptor, Maple's Pumpkin Garden, TIE Interceptor, Maple's Pumpkin Garden, Formula One, Draco in the Forbidden Forest. Honest to God, it's mental, you know. Just every month, I think it is, we probably between about 200 and 300 of these little poly bags. But you know what? They're fun. They're good little things, and they fill up the instant wins as well, because they are like, so I like these and I like my minifigures because they're just a little bit of something, you know. But when do they drop new polybags? Because up until the point of them being in the instant win, they weren't something that I ever really looked at too much. There's a couple of the guys that are proper into their polybags, but they've just... I always thought to myself, because I haven't been into Lego as long as some of the others, I always thought that they were just gifts from Lego. I didn't realise that you could buy these. Oh, we have a little birthday giraffe, another Technic. Quidditch lesson. I will say though, the guy at Bric-a-Brac, he is very good. Millennium Falcon. And the worst part is the Ferrari 499p. We had a conversation before, Darren, about it, because obviously I do buy quite a bit off him. And if I was willing, if it was all one thing that I wanted, he'd be willing to cut me a decent deal and everything. But because I want like 3 of this and 4 of that, and there's not much that you can do, unfortunately. But if I did want a whole box of them, the guy's more than happy to help me out with that. Because I think these come in cases of 30 for the poly bags, or I think the recruitment bags they're called now. Venom Street Bike. We've got the other half of the birthday party now. Little elephant, the penguin. But the handy thing for that is it's not just the poly bags and things. You can get, like, say, if I was needing a whole load of something, he'd be able to help me with that. Very good. Venom's museum robbery. What, another Quidditch practice. 2 more of the creator birthdays. The little scarecrow guy. Doctor Strange. We're getting there. Then we've got Minions Jetboard, 2 off. And we've got a few of the Venom's Museum Robbery. We're getting to the end. I can see table again. Got a 3-in-1 Toucan. A McLaren Formula 1 car. Draco in the Forbidden Forest. The Toucan. The Millennium Falcon. Speed Champions. Yeah, easily. If you did ever need one, I dare say that if you got in touch with him, he'd be able to help you out. This was a really popular one, the Millennium Falcon. The thing is, it's difficult because there's so many. It's trying not to do them to my tastes, because I'm a nightmare. I'll look through like the list of poly bags that they've got, and I tend to just look for the ones that I think's cool. Like some of the ones that maybe I'm not interested in as much, like some of the Disney stuff, or some of the Dreams stuff was another one. I like the look of the sets because obviously they're nice and colourful. It's like the Ninjago sets are some of my favourites. Not because I'm into Ninjago, it's just because they're so visually appealing. Quidditch practice. Scooter. Let's see. The Chick. Mario's Toad Pit Crew. Another theme that I was just talking about. The Friends sets. Not for me, but I'm sure there's an awful lot of people that like them. They seem to be doing well for Lego anyway. But it's funny because you always have to ask yourself, because my partner, she's, and I know, but you kind of win everything. But she's a big Twilight fan, right? So she was over the moon the other month when they took out the Jacobs Twilight ones. Not the Cullen house for the Twilight ones. She was over the moon with it. Like, it was the best thing that could have happened to her this year for Lego wise. But she was gotten herself so upset at all these people that were online just tearing it to bits, you know. oh, I'm not into it, why do this, it's so niche, you know, there's so many other cool things that they could have done. And it's like, but this set's not for you, you know? Like, not every set is for you. There's an awful lot of sets that are for somebody else, you know? And it's sort of having that understanding as well. 3-in-1 monster truck. Another one of these vintage cars. Must have liked them that day. And then finally we have 2 police water scooters. A water scooter. Never heard of one of them before. But yeah. Oh, don't, Dad. Honest God. The amount of times she's tried to... We'll just have a little marathon. No, no marathons today, please. No marathons today. But right. I have to get all this tidied up. And then I have to... Oh, I've got one more. Fuzzy mushroom platform. Super Mario one. And then we've got to package up some bits and pieces. Not got too many to do today though. So yeah. And that's what we'll do. We'll jump off just now. Get this tidied up. Jump back on. We'll get these packaged up. Then we'll get a breather. Currently 28.5 degrees in this container. At 44% humidity. I'm supposed to be going to Spain in 6 weeks, and I'm beginning to think that I can just cancel my holiday and do it here. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in about 15-20 minutes. See you then.